and create one file, hook1.js, hook1.js in which folder? Hooks folder. Okay, in this file, first we'll import the React as well as use state from React. Use state from React. Then after that, we'll write a something called page one. Export paper. We'll enter into the state management. That's the main feature of React. From there, lot of idea will come. State management. Now come inside, write call return. Division. Yeah, follow everywhere call container. Last name container. Next, yes. H1 we can write. Use state. Example. Or also you can write how to use state hooks. How to use state hooks. Something like this. How to use, not user. How to use state hook function. Yeah. Inside now, we will do something. Before that, go to the function before return part. Before return, we can write a console.log or even before console.log to create one array first. Understand the array destructuring. Array destructure. STRUCTURE array destructure. Create one. Let city to some city name. This is the array we have. This file you have created under the hook folder. Hook folder. Next after this, if you want to print Chennai inside the browser, how to print? City of index 3. City of index 3 will give us the Chennai. Okay. City of index 3 will give us the Chennai. Right. Is it also possible to write like this? Directly Chennai. Right. It will throw the error now. Because Chennai not exist anywhere. Exist, not exist. No? Right. But once we do D structure of this array, then after that Chennai will give the value of Chennai. Okay, how to do that? So first we'll run this much. We'll remove this Chennai and first we'll call this file in routing book1.js. Call this file in app.js, page 1. Import this file in app.js. So return book1.js, come to the app.js file, import in that. Import file name from hooks/hook1.js. From hooks/hook1.js. Okay. Next after that, come down. You can add a link anywhere. Add one more link here in the last. Props. Page 6 we can add. Author page 6. H1. H1 cause hook one. Down below. Add one path like this. A root. Accept path equal to slash page 5. And then element equal to page 1 element. Link it here. When we click on H1 link, this hook page or component should. Ready? Page is loading. Book 1. Nothing appeared. 5. Okay, I give him 5. It should give 6. Which one? Oh, this one. It's an element. Okay, so H1 is coming now. How to use your statement? Chennai is printing. The default values of print that you are given. Sequence, book page 1, imported. Given the link for book 6, page 6. You given the path for that. Watch component should load if the path is book 6. Is it loading? Let me know in the chat. You can let me know in the chat. Yeah. Next, come to the 1.js file. We have printed city of 3, so it's a printing call Chennai. Okay. Next, after this, we need to do something like how we can destructure this array. So come on. Right here, const. Keep this list of array elements here. List of element. And remove the double quotes. Remove the double quotes. Okay. After that, pass here to city. Let's say from city, list of city, we are assigning to array. This is the list of constant. List of constant. Multiple constants. Bangalore will go to the Bangalore. Pune will go to the Pune. Delhi will go to the Delhi. Chennai will go to the Chennai. Mumbai will go to the Mumbai. So in current page now, easily you can print here call Mumbai. Easily you can print Mumbai. Mumbai will give the value of Mumbai. Okay. Mumbai is printing. Mumbai only. right? So here what happened, your array become D structure. Then we will say the list of constants we have created. Is it similar as like this? No, it can be anything. Like suppose daily, I'll put here called D. So in D, what will come? Daily will come. Daily will go to the D. So we can print here easily daily. D. Print the value of daily. D should print the value of daily. So D becomes a constant variable that will hold the value of particular sequence or number value. Or number value will go to the D. D you are printing. In your browser, it should print daily. See, daily is printing. Even it is not necessary that inside the city we have 100 cities, so we have to keep here 100 variable only. We can keep less variable also. Like suppose if I remove this much, first 3, then what will happen? Sequence will be wrong, right? You see, sequence will be wrong. Now Bangalore will go to where? D. Pune will go to the Chennai. Delhi will go to the Mumbai. Sequence will be wrong. So let me come back to the old sequence. Now similar way, the method we are calling here use state. Use state is also working in the same way. First console it. Console.log. One line and console.log line. Use state. Then see what is going to happen. We have to see in console. Let us come now in console. See what is printing. Root, what is the root return component element random? Which file? Child may happen. Components. There is that. Let me remove the page. You can see user state is returning this one as a array. In that, 2 elements are there. One is called undefined, another one is called F. First position element is undefined and second position element is called F. Once I click here, you see undefined is available on 0 position and F as a function is available on 1 position. So 0 and 1, right? So what we got from the user state? Undefined as well as function. Now coming to the code, I'll clear it again and I'll show you. So I refresh the page. It's a given call undefined plus F. F is a function, undefined and plus F. So use state when you printed here, it has given the 2 parameter. One is called undefined and second one is called as a function. How we are going to use now? Let's come. We are going to write like this. Let a variable a, comma b, a comma b equal to use state. A comma b equal to use state, and here so use state what it was giving? It was
First
giving
one is undefined,
undefined, and
so
second
B holds a function.
it was the function sentence. So at this place, what will be the value of a variable? The value of a variable will be undefined, and the b will become as a function. Since from the use state, it is returning the element to element. First element will assign to the first, second will assign to the second. Now instead of passing as empty, we pass 100. Okay, 100. You will find the value of a will become 100 because you are passing the value to the first parameter, not to the second parameter. Right? I'll come down and I will remove this all. I'll keep. The value is a. A. The value is a. Click now. How much? 100. The value is 100 because the first value of a you are assigning to where? First value of use state is going to be a definitely. We have not closed the division of the code. It's H1. Slash will come in beginning. Go to the code. Slash is in the beginning, okay. D is not defined. Why? Because D are not given. You have deleted the D. D is not there anywhere. You have to change to D. And remove daily and change to D, then only it will match. Variable name is daily or I am printing D. Not match. Okay, right? So clear? So use state return to element undefined and function. Undefined will go to the first variable and function will go to the second variable. If you want to assign some default value, you can pass here. You can pass here so that the first variable instead of undefined, it will print the some default value. Okay. Now question is what will be the role of B variable? Okay. What will be the role of B variable? So the B variable is only responsible to change the value of A. In the value of A, nowhere you can change the value of A. Only the function B can change the value of A. If you try to change also the value of A, it will not reflect in the browser. Right? So use state return to parameter. First is not parameter, you can say element since it's coming the array format. So we can say use state return to element. First is undefined, second is function. Now undefined we can replace with some value, and in that variable whatever the changes you want to do, their respective function can do the changes. Okay, so the value of A we cannot change at any cost. only the B variable, B function is responsible to change the value of A. Okay. Sound is coming. This is the best problem. I don't know, after some time this will also become 0. Okay, so let's see. Okay, next after this, we can come and we'll write a button here and we'll try to change the value of A variable. Button, click to plus by 10. Click to plus by 10. Click to plus by 10. Okay. So before clicking, you require a function that you will call on click. So go here, right inside, const, then add value. Every time you will follow the fat arrow method, this becomes a function inside function. Already you are inside a function, follow page 1. And now we wrote one more function. Correct? So this add value will become the inner level function, whereas hook page 1 becomes a outer function. Wherever you do the export, you will not do the inner function. You will do the export of outer function. So when the outer function will get exported, inner function will also get exported. Now add value function, write a alert here. Alert color. Okay. I know how to call this function. Come down, on click. C will be capital. In React, we will follow the Cramer-Christ rule. So on is small, click C is capital, on click equal to add value function. While calling the function, you will not use the parenthesis. Just write the name of the function. Now check once. Button click, alert is coming on. Do the button click, alert will come. On click becomes a event. Okay. And add a value becomes a inner level function. Right. And after that, our requirement is when we click on button, function will call add value, and add value will increase the value of a variable with the help of B. Add value cannot increase the value of which one? A variable. Let us try here. Alert will come. After that, we will do A equal to A plus 10. And do console.log A. They will open the console, then we'll click on button. Written A equal to A plus 10, console.log A, the value of each in console. No, let me come in the browser. I have button here. Here is the button. Yeah. I'll try to click on this. I becoming how much? 110. But in browser, how much it was? Only 10. If you do again high, 20 happen. But in browser, how much? 100. Right? So here question is, the value of A is able to increase, but it is not reflecting under the return. Right? The value of A is increasing 10, 20 every time. By 10, it's getting increased. It's getting increased. But that value is reflecting in console. It is not getting bind under the browser. Right? Now to bind in the browser, this return part has to execute. A return part has to execute. Then only the value of A will reflect here. Okay. So return part is not executing now. So the value of A is not able to change. So how the return part will execute? Return part will execute if we change the value of A with the help of this B function. Okay, with the help of B function, if we change the value of A variable, automatically the return will execute and it will reflect the value immediately. That's called a data binding. Okay, data is getting changed, but bind is not happening. It is not reflecting in the browser. But our requirement is it should reflect in the browser also. Then only user will come to know item added in the cart. If user will click on the cart, click to add to cart, 100 item got added and the user is how much? 0. When you go to the order page, then he says, oh, 100 item is added. User experience. Here what should happen? As soon as you click add, yes, functionality should happen in the background. Meanwhile, it should bind in the browser. Okay, so people will ask you what is the use state and how it works. So we can say use state is a predefined function of React. It's part of the hooks function. Okay, and the use state return 2 element. First element is undefined, second element is a function. Now with the help of use state, we can create a variable and we can create a function. And that variable will be operated by particular function. And whenever we change the value of a variable using the function, no need to write document.getElementById. by ID. Automatically it will bind in the file. Okay. Now implement and see here. Let's go here. And you will write call the B function, and inside the B you will write A plus 10. No need to do A equal to A plus 10. Only A plus 10. So now B is going to accept 2 value, old value plus new value. Concatenation will happen. And as not a concatenation, addition will happen. As soon as this addition will happen, immediately the value of B will get transferred to where? A. Check now. Under B function, you are calling A plus 10. It will reflect in the browser immediately. Alert if disturbing, you can remove the alert. Then try. Reflecting. Let me show you. Easier. Now console will leave it because it will not come in console. We have deleted from console. Once you click here, see increment is happening. Right. Then you will ask how the B work. How the B work. Okay. So in the late we have written 2 variable. The first is called as a current value. The first variable called as a current value. And second will hold the updated value. So what is the current value? 100. And here what you are updating? 100 plus 10. Correct? So first variable also we can call as a current value, and second variable we can keep as a its hold the updated value. And as soon as you update the value of particular function variable, using their respective function, that updated value will assign to the current value. When B is holding the updated value, A is holding the current value. As soon as the value will update, the current value will get replaced by updated value. And this variable, wherever you call in HTML, everywhere bind will happen. DOM element will get modified. See here, you are printing that, you are printing the A under the H2, right? So H2 becomes an element. Where it is inside the browser. And in browser, every element is called, all the tags are called as an element. Okay. Now, as soon as you change the value of a variable using their respective function, in browser DOM in the sense is a library, you can say document object. In browser, wherever that particular element is, particular variable is used, that particular element will get refreshed. Particular element will get changed. So you can see here, H2 becomes an element, and what you are printing the value of A, as soon as the value modification will happen, your particular element will get modified automatically. Okay, and this is the beauty of your React. You don't have to write document.getElement by here, there, and all, right? Pick the value, give to a state, and from a state wherever used, everywhere it will come. So you can say A becomes a state variable and B becomes a state function, and it comes from where? Use state. Okay, A becomes a state variable. If in case someone is asking, you know how to create a state variable, then this line you write directly. Say like A becomes a state variable, B becomes a state function, and both is inherited from the use state. Okay, both is inherited from the use state. Whereas the first is undefined and second is a function by default. Okay, ready? Come down. Write one more function. Const minus value equal to arrow function. Minus value arrow function. Then again we'll call the B function only and do A minus 15. A minus 515. Right? A minus 15. Come down, create one more button. In that, right click here, click to minus 5. On click equal to minus 5. Minus value function I called. B is responsible for both the purpose, incrementing the value and decrementing. Check once. Function will be there. First increase the value, second decrease the value. Now we are able to play with a single variable. Let's create one more variable. Let MSG update MSG. Steady state. MSG will be by default empty. MSG variable will be by default empty. To do any changes in MSG variable, we require this function that is called update MSG. Yes. Now come down. All the function call update MSG right inside. It is click to plus by 10. Okay, it is click to plus by 10. Come down. Okay. Yeah, operator, come down, print the MSG variable. After the button, you can write a p tag, and in that you can print the MSG variable. Okay. Now let's come to the browser. In browser, you can see by default no paragraph, no message. As you click, immediately message came. It is clicked to plus by 10. Second, sorry, value is going down. Click here. Sorry, value is going. Happening. First you print the MSG variable. Here. This function I need to call.
When we call a function, we use 30 types.
Parentheses.
And
We don't require here. While calling the function in variable, while calling the function, if you use the, I will guide you. There is a two way to call. One, you are calling the function without anything. But when we set the parameter, right, that time we have to use the bind function. Bind function. Using bind function, we need to call it. Let me, if I go here, add value. Do like this. See, everything is gone. Everything is gone. Everything is gone. Because this add value function will keep calling continuous. Okay, we have to prevent through other function. Else it will go under the infinite loop and it will not allow the page to execute. If you remove this, then by default, auto execution will be blocked. On click event will work. Sometime requirement will be the function should pass some value as an argument or parameter. In that case, we will see how we can pass through bind function we have to pass. Then on click will be functional again, on click will be auto call. Printing. It should be like this. Where you created the function. Update MSG, use state S is capital. Use state S is capital. It will run. Okay. On internet, you will see sometime when you click on button, message will come, please wait processing. After some time, it will say validated, please wait redirecting. After some time, it will say success, something, right? So what is that? In the background, the functionality will happen. Like suppose one line, one functionality, second line, next functionality, third line, other functionality, right? So as soon as the functionality will keep happening in the background, the message we need to keep updating. First line executed means validation success. Second line executed means please wait redirecting. Third line executed means something happened successfully, right? So what will happen? Page will be same, but the message will keep change. Indirectly, you are changing the state of a variable. Okay, so as soon as you change the state of a variable, binding will happen automatically. Other thing you should understand, like suppose I am here. Okay. Suppose I changed layer. I selected the layer. Okay. Let me rephrase the page. Now default value is 100. I went to the page and default value, I will change 1000. Auto save will happen. See? In this case, what happened is, let me go again. I'll select the layer, event layer, click here. So click here. Right? Select everything, then click here. See which value is changing. Right? How much the page is getting reload. Understand again, like suppose 10,000 is there. I clicked here. Selected, all are selected. If I'll click here, click to plus by 15. Clicked. Right? Minus by 15. So this selection remains same. Only the content change of a variable, right? Entire page is not reloaded. Only the certain element got changed. In the certain element also certain value change, not entire. Okay. Okay. Come next. So now use state variable function is clear what you are doing. Next example will guide us more. Okay. So this file let it be clear. We'll create next file. Hook2.js. Create next file hook2.js. एक मिनट I'll come. Okay, create next file, hook2.js. Is in hooks folder. Here again, I do import React. Then you just Yeah, right, left. Something. User list, comma, update user. Use state array. Right. So you are going to add some name inside. Some name. Alex. Ajit. Name can add here. Okay. Inside that, how many users you added? 4, 5. So this list of users will go to the which variable? It will go to user list only. Still it is a single element. You are assigning the value to the first element. That is called your user list. Down below, return division. Return user list output. Return a p int index. And then so can write. And for key property is required. This is going to read the data from array, display inside the page. But the array is from the use state. You can add a new value also inside. You can edit the value, you can delete the value. Okay, come to the again app.js file and call this in the routing. This page should load automatically. Now data is coming from the state variable. Page 2. Import page 2. Page 2.js. Add the link as usual. H2 you can add. Then something like this H2 list of elements are added, right? Come there, add a button. Write a button called add new. Add new. Add new. Add new button. We have one operator called a spread operator. You can go here on click, call a function call save. On click equal to call a function call save. Save function is not there, it will throw the error. Okay, save. Now come inside. Right here call const here Okay, now inside that, this function, update user function. Update user function is responsible to add new element, but how to add? If we'll do here, if we'll do here, user list plus Ganesh, user list plus Ganesh, will it work? It will not work. Why? Because this is a array. Inside the array, you can't add the element like this. In JavaScript, we use push function. We use push function, unset function. Right? We use the concat function, join function. In here in React, we will use another function, not a function, it's an operator called a spread operator. Spread operator. How that look? First, you have to write the user list, that is your array name. You have written in the previous example also. A plus 10 you have written. No? Similar way we are writing user list. User list, arrow key, a square bracket will start. And in this square bracket, to add a new element, 3 parameter we have to pass. If you are adding the element, then 3 parameter. If you are deleting the element, then 2 parameter. Okay. What is the first parameter? First parameter is 3 dots. 3 dots. Okay, this becomes a spread operator. Now after 3 dot, what is your array name? So array name is this one, call it a user list. So you have to write for user list after 3 dot immediately. Comma, what is the new value? Test user. So it is also based on this formula only. B equal to A plus B formula. Okay, but syntax is different. What is used here? A spread operator using the fatter.
It equals to also we can use
Where?
assignment operators.
No, assignment operator you can't use. Okay, assignment operator represent assignment.
Like
You
earlier
are-
we get A is equals to B plus 10, B is equals to A plus 10.
Can we try?
Like user list is equals to
User list, comma new user. User list equal to user list, comma new user. That only was saying.
But just instead of add operator, it is like equals.
You can't write like. First you try this syntax. After that use this one, call it equal to operator.
Now this is working.
Equal to operator I have not tried ever. Try it work, then it will be good.
Those three are also working.
Working. Check this, click on add button. Come right. This user is getting added, I'm getting added. You can use both the way. Now the values should come from the text box. You have added here called test user. Every time test user is getting added. Let's see. Every time, whenever we click, what is adding? Test user, test user, test user. Now this value, suppose if there is a text box here, text box. In the text box, enter the value, click on add. That value should come in, right? So for that, we have to learn one more line. One more line, okay? So this line is working. Now come, you need to create a text box after H1. Write equal input type equal to input type equal to text. After that, button we have called. Okay. Next, we have to pick the value of text box. So how to pick the value of text box? That also we can do, but that is not the standard of React. Like suppose you write here ABC. Okay. ID equal to ABC. You will come under the save function and you will write call where new user equal to document dot get element by ID. What is the ID of text box? ABC dot value. This will also work, but it is not the actual standard of React. Then new user, you have to assign here. Remove that, pass here the new user. Should work. Okay, let's go to the browser. A added, B added, C added, D added. All the values are getting added successfully. Other method we have, we will follow that method. Okay, that everyone knows. But that we'll try tomorrow. Okay. Taking the value from the text box and listing and deleting in different component, maybe hook 3.json. Use a state is important function that handle entire browser data, all data binding related work.